people not living their purpose, if they often feel empty and unsatisfied, and they're always looking for more. They're missing their sense of meaning, a sense of direction. They're missing intrinsic motivation. They're always like, it always feels like, is there something more to life? Or shouldn't there be more to life? So this constant nagging feeling of emptiness.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday, and we take questions and answers from the audience. Some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions, and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
Let's dive into the process of how to find your purpose. But before we go into the purpose process, on the purpose path, let's define what is your purpose. By definition, purpose is the reason why something or someone exists, why something or someone is created, and why someone is here on this earth. Okay, so when people live their purpose, they do something what they truly believe in, what is important to them, what motivates them. They do something what they love on a daily basis, and to bring to life what is most important to them, they can use their natural talents. Okay. What is purpose not? So when you're on the internet, you often hear something like the one true calling, the one job that will fulfill you. And to be honest, I kind of call bullshit, okay? There's not only one thing that will make you happy and fulfilled, okay? But I rather see it as a set of very individual, unique factors, a set of factors that is very individual and unique to you, that need to be fulfilled in order for you to be happy. Why is it important to look at your purpose and find your purpose? That's why I'm looking at this. People not living their purpose, they often feel empty and unsatisfied, and they're always looking for more. They're missing their sense of meaning, a sense of direction. They're missing intrinsic motivation. They're always like, it always feels like, is there something more to life? Or shouldn't there be more to life? So this constant nagging feeling of emptiness. And also people who are not living their purpose, or kind of living against their true core, their inner voice, like I did, they often, there's tension and friction building up inside. And it even can lead to exhaustion, but also physical symptoms like back pain, stomach ache, chronic migraines, fatigue, depression, So these are also often common signs when people are not living their purpose and according to their true core. Even worse, I say, why it's important, what people, when they're not living their purpose, sometimes it's even so that you're so not aligned with your true purpose and your core that you're ending up in a life which is not meant for you, in a life and a career which is not meant for you. Even if you're unlucky, even in a job that you cannot use your natural talents and gifts. It's maybe even very hard for you, but you're doing it because you thought you're supposed to, or because your parents want you to be a lawyer or something, but you're actually very good in arts and languages, And then you end up in a job or in a context where you don't feel home, where you're not in your natural, playing field. And then you think there's always constantly something wrong about you. And it's kind of nagging and kind of, you feel wrong and in a wrong place, and you start doubting yourself, and that can really crack your self-esteem in the long run. Okay. People living their purpose, on the other hand, they know what they're getting up for in the morning. They know what they want from life. They're very clear, why they're here on this earth. And they do something what they believe in, what is important to them on a daily basis. They also do something on a daily basis, what they truly love and what they're passionate about. And most importantly, they can use their natural gifts and talents to bring what is most important to them to life every day. So yeah, that is why it's important to find your purpose and truly live it. And that's why we're all here, right? So let's dive into the process, what I'm also using with my clients. So there are normally, like at the beginning, 3 key areas that we look at and that are key. Because when you look at people who live their purpose, and I mentioned it before, they always do something what they believe in. They do something or they live their life according to what is important to them, what motivates them, what is really driving them. So that's why you have to discover your life motives. Okay, life motives are the factors that are very consistent for every person, and that are the things that are most important to you, that drive you, and that in your life. And once you discover them, you get clarity to make the right decisions for you. Okay, so think about yourself and your life and your career. What is most important for you? What is motivating you? Are you living a life according to what is most important to you? For example, what are life motives? What is most important to you in your life, and how do you want to structure your life? Okay, because once you know it and once you're clear, it's like a North Star, like a compass, and you make the right decisions for your life and your career. So the next part is people who live their purpose do what they love on a daily basis. Actually, studies shows, and many interviews with people who are really, living their purpose in their dream life, they say there's actually an overlap of 70% between their personal passions and interests and their work content. Okay, so at least 70%, if not more. So they don't talk about work, they talk about what they just do on a daily basis and what they love to do. And in general, they also contribute with what they do. Contribution is also a big factor which plays into this. So ask yourself, and maybe make some notes now. What do you love to do? What sets your heart on fire? What are your passions? Okay. So because this is really an indicator of what you're supposed to do. Exactly. And many clients actually just like, what? They were really surprised by this. Just like, I can do what I love to do on a daily basis. I thought there should be also always a separation, like there's my career and there's my private life. There's my private person, that's my professional me, and I said, bullshit. You really have to do what you do, because then, work doesn't feel like work. Okay. So that's why we look at your passions. Okay. And maybe we don't have the time here now in detail, but take this with you and do it at home. Okay. And the next part is people who live their purpose do, on a daily basis, what they're really good at, naturally good at. And I'm not talking about like your strength and your skills that you kind of collected over the years for school, university, or the different jobs that you had because you had to, because we all develop these skills and we're good at it. But I talk about the ones that you're naturally good at. And that's why we look at your individual, unique superpowers. Okay. So think about, what do you love to do? And what are you naturally good at? Okay. And where they overlap, these are your superpowers. So go back, already into your childhood. Think about already in early stages of your life. What were you naturally good at? What was the feedback maybe you got from your family, teachers, friends? What are the things that you love to do now and before? Because actually nowadays adults, why I'm giving this tip about looking into your childhood is because adults actually spend their time just to work and not do what they're naturally good at, They don't have to find the time for this, the same as was playing, So look back at your life and think about what you're naturally good at. When do you forget your time? What are the activities when you forget your time? When you're really in the flow, okay? And if you have difficulties to kind of find these, ask your friends. Very big tip. Okay, because that's also what we do. My coaching is like not to just only get an inside perspective on all these parts, but also an external perspective, because we often totally undervalue ourselves, and that's a problem. Okay. So if you trust, if you dare trust, ask some 3, 4, 5 people that you truly trust and get their feedback. Okay. And what are your superpowers? Yeah. So these are the 3 key areas that you should look at to find your purpose. And where they overlap, that's where your purpose lays.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.